पोल नहीं है, इसका नाम मोदी मीडिया पोल है। ये मोदी जी का पोल है, फैंटेसी पोल है उनका।
ये जो आंकड़ा दिया है, ये आंकड़ा हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जो साधना तपस्या कर रहे थे, कैमरा 10-12 कैमरे लगाकर, वो कैमरे से आया हुआ आंकड़ा है।
पहली बात तो ये जो एग्जिट पोल है, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के दफ्तर में तैयार किया गया।
उनका फिल्म फर्स्ट फेज में फ्लॉप हो गया 400 का।
विरोध और जो तीव्रता है, इसकी उम्र 4 जून तक है। 4 जून के बाद न उनकी हैसियत होगी, न उनका हौसला। सिर्फ और सिर्फ मेरे देश की ताकत, मेरे देश का सामर्थ्य।
Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get bigger than this. Times Now, the election news headquarters, brought you the exit polls last night, which has set the cat amongst the pigeons in the opposition corridors. Rahul Gandhi and his party have gone running to the Election Commission, alleging that a shadyantra, a conspiracy is underfoot to rig the polls. He has also dismissed exit polls at Modi's media polls. On the other hand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is already down to business. Confident of a historic Tisri Bar mandate, the Prime Minister has returned to his South Block office on Sunday and held meetings to chart the course of the next 100 days. Does this reflect his conviction that he is on the cusp of a third victory? Over the next 1 hour, we will get you the reasons behind this confidence the day after the exit polls. We will today get you the patterns that are emerging from the voting styles of people. Which are the 6 states where the BJP is gaining? Is this the cusp of a change in the BJP's national footprint, and have these states powered the BJP's victory, which is seeming inevitable after exit polls? Which are the 7 sweep states which power the 400 par, which Modi has been talking about? Which are the states which could swing the 4th June verdict and the Super 28 of close contest that could upset the outcome just a little bit if they don't go the BJP's way? Where is the BJP facing the toughest battles? The top 10 VVIP seats to watch out for, and will Mahila Samman and Yuva Shakti be the final deciders in this election? But before that, let me introduce my panelists this evening. Joining me tonight in our studios, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP. Also joining me to my right is Harshvardhan Tripathi, senior journalist. To the left of me, Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, political analyst. He wears many hats. To my left, Sanjay Jha. I love to call him this, suspended Congress leader. Heart still beating for the Congress after the numbers that you've seen yesterday?
24 into 7 into 365.
Like his suspended status.
Well, I don't know. After the 4th of June, we will decide whether he needs a doctor or not. But thank you very much for being here. But Tausif Ahmed Khan, lawyer, political analyst, supports the Trinamool Congress, also joining this debate. And my friend Tehseen Poonawalla. 190 seats.
I still stand by it. I still stand by 190.
Fantastic.
I still stand by 190 for the India Alliance.
For the India Alliance, it's become
no, for Congress.
For Congress, no, decide. Congress. You had said Congress
190, 279 India Alliance.
279, only 7 above the half.
Not said which country.
ये तो पूछो। ओ ही सेइंग इंडिया, इन इंडिया ओनली दीस इलेक्शंस आर बीइंग हेल्ड।
अच्छा, ये जो लोग इटली भागना चाहते हैं ना 12 तारीख को, उनको ही भारत समझ में नहीं आता। जो इटली
अच्छा
12 को कौन जा रहा है?
12 को कौन जा रहा है? अगर जीत रहे तभी जा रहे हैं। सो यू हैव डिसाइडेड दैट
द न्यू प्राइम मिनिस्टर।
तो आपने कहा जो लोग जा रहे हैं उनको। So Tehseen Poonawalla, you've let the cat out of the bag, and also the one guest joining us remotely from Lucknow is Anurag Bhadoria of the Samajwadi Party. Anurag Bhadoria जी, आपका स्वागत है वर्चुअली टाइम्स नाउ के नए स्टूडियो में। और आज एग्जिट पोल के बाद सबका मूड थोड़ा खराब है, मीडिया से फिर लड़ाई चालू है इंडिया अलायंस की, और मोदी मीडिया पोल्स राहुल गांधी ने इसे बुलाया है। मैं तो सिर्फ इतना ही पूछूंगी आपसे कि 4 जून को भी अगर यही हाल रहा नंबरों का, तो किससे लड़ेंगे? हमसे मत लड़िए, थक गए होंगे लड़ लड़ के।
देखिए नाविका जी, एक चीज मान के चलिए कि ये जो एग्जिट पोल है भारतीय जनता पार्टी का, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है, क्योंकि जमीन पे हालात कुछ और है, एग्जिट पोल कुछ और कहता है। ठीक है, 4 तारीख को जनता का एग्जिट पोल जब आपको देखने को मिलेगा तो आपको सरप्राइज होगा। आपसे क्यों लड़ूंगा? आप तो वैसे ही परेशान हैं, मजबूर हैं, आपसे क्यों लड़ सकता हूं मैं? सत्ता के आगे जब लोग परेशान होते हैं तो उनसे क्यों लड़ूंगा? आपके तो 4 जून को तो मैं आपको भी फ्रीडम देना चाहता हूं, आपको भी फ्री करना चाहता हूं। कम से कम आपकी आवाज फ्रीली आप बोल पाए, अपनी आवाज कह पाए, कोई आपको भी ना कंट्रोल कर पाए। तो जो मीडिया है वो भी कम से कम फ्री हो जाए, देश की जनता को कम से कम राहत मिले। तो इसलिए चुनाव तो इस बात का है ना, जनता को, हम तो आपके साथ खड़े, हम आपके ऊपर क्यों चिल्लाएंगे? हम तो आपको आपकी आवाज को ताकत देना चाहते हैं, जिस आवाज को थोड़ा सा
मुझे इसीलिए तो आप इतना पसंद हैं, और समाजवादी पार्टी इतनी पसंद है कि जब इंडिया अलायंस ने सबको बॉयकॉट कर दिया था, 14 एंकर्स को, तो अखिलेश जी की अकेले ऐसे नेता थे जिनमें दम था कि बॉयकॉट को बॉयकॉट करके वो हमारे चैनल पर आए थे। तो और आप मेरे शुभ चिंतक हैं, तो चिंता की बिल्कुल कोई बात नहीं है। बस आप मेरी चिंता करें या मैं आपकी चिंता करूं, बात एक ही है। 4 जून को तय कर लेंगे कौन किसकी चिंता कर रहा है। लेकिन शहजाद पूनावाला, द क्वेश्चन टुनाइट इज, द एंगर इज ऑल डायरेक्टेड टुवर्ड्स मोदी मीडिया चैनल्स। एवरीबडी इज रॉन्ग। आपने सबको डरा धमका दिया।
देखिए, 7 फेज के चुनाव के बाद 4 फेज का मेल्टडाउन ये जारी है। पहले ओपिनियन पोल पे निकला, फिर इलेक्शन कमीशन ईवीएम पर निकला, फिर एग्जिट पोल पे निकला, और अब मीडिया और जनता के ऊपर निकलेगा। आज एग्जिट पोल के साथ साथ आज एग्जैक्ट पोल हुए हैं। अरुणाचल प्रदेश में एग्जैक्ट पोल आया है, जिसमें कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार फिर से प्रचंड बहुमत से बनी है। और जिस अरुणाचल प्रदेश में 10 साल पहले कांग्रेस के पास 42 सीट थी, आज वो 0 हो चुकी है। दे हैव बिकम 0 today in the northeast. After all the propaganda on Manipur, the BJP has government in Manipur, the BJP has allied government in ally has only in a way one in Sikkim. We have now got government in Arunachal, in Tripura, in Assam, in Meghalaya, and Congress is virtually out of northeast. Now let's come to the exit polls. Look, we have to wait for 4th. Even I agree with that. But can every exit poll get the direction wrong? I think there are 17 or 18, and I think the most reliable out of all of this is the one that your exit poll is showing, around 358 or to 370 for the NDA. Let me also add a couple of points. In 2014, nobody, even the biggest supporters, were not giving us 272. We reached 282. In 2019, about 10 or 11 exit polls said 270 पहुंच जाएंगे, बड़ी बात है. We reached 303. Today, most of them are saying 350 to 370. So if you add 10, 15, 20 to this, we will be next to the target that PM has set. And why? After 10 years, today Prime Minister has ensured something called pro-incumbency, and we must discuss on this. Uttar Pradesh, government repeat. Uttarakhand, government repeat. Haryana, government repeat. Maharashtra, government repeat. Tripura, Assam, government repeat. Everywhere BJP, where it gets a chance, the governments repeat. And look at the contrasting picture. Telangana, Congress has just got government. As per your exit poll, BJP is doing well there. Haryana, Congress has just got government. There, even we are sweeping. So Congress is unable to retain even states where it has just won. And this shows, and second myth that has been broken, that we are a North Indian so-called cowbelt party and South is completely different than North. Today, this has been completely demolished because the growth areas for BJP are Telangana, is Andhra with our alliance, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, where we are seeing the green shoots, the lotus is blooming, and the East, This was always the narrative that BJP is North and Center and West party, but today pan-India you can see the entire expanse, and the entire pole of politics has now shifted towards BJP. That is the third takeaway.
Well, so let me first get to the numbers, and in the numbers I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen, the 6 states where the BJP has gained humongously, setting the tone for these exit polls. Let's take a look at West Bengal first, and the numbers are on your screen. We'll look at ETG Times Now, which is giving BJP 21 and TMC 20. Look at the Access India poll, 29 and 12. News 24 Chanakya, 22 and 19. Matri's poll, 23 and 18. P-Mark poll, 22 and 20. And Jan Ki Baat, 24 and 17. Average poll numbers very close to the number that Times Now ETG Research has projected, which is at 23 for the BJP and 18 for the Trinamool Congress. And this shows the direction. The Congress, it's likely to win 1 seat. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, that also a man who was speaking against the Congress's line as far as Mamata Banerjee was concerned, and who was ticked off by none other than Mallikarjun Kharge. If this is West Bengal, then we look at the next state, Andhra Pradesh. The BJP has never won a seat in Andhra Pradesh. And look at the manner in which Andhra Pradesh has also opened its doors for the BJP. The BJP and Chandrababu Naidu's TDP likely to get 11 in Andhra Pradesh. 14 is for the YSR CP. Other polls are giving much lesser to YSR CP and giving more. So we are at the conservative side. But if you look at the poll of polls, YSR CP likely to get 6. The NDA alliance likely to get 19, and this is where BJP on its own is also gaining 2 to 3 seats. That's the outlook for Andhra Pradesh. Look at the next state. Let's look at 2019. Where was the Congress party and where was the BJP? Look at 2019. YSRCP was at 22. This time it's projected to be at 4. The BJP was at 3, likely to be at 11. Congress was at 0, will stay at 0. Others will be 0. That's the comparison that we are getting you. This is Andhra. Look at Telangana. And in Telangana, the story is just so interesting. BJP likely to get 9 seats, Congress 7 seats. This is a place where the Bharat Jodo Yatra had played a lot of role. Rahul Gandhi had spent a lot of time. They just a little while ago won the state elections, but here also the BJP trumps the Congress party. Access India gives 11 to the BJP, Chanakya gives 12, Polstrat gives 7, Sea Voter gives 8, and Jan Ki Baat gives 10. So on an average, 10 seats in Telangana for the BJP. 4 last time around. That is a gain of 6 seats, which is more than 100% growth in number of seats. Now, after Telangana, let's look at Tamil Nadu, another state. But Tamil Nadu, another state where everybody has been talking about why is the Prime Minister paying so much attention to Tamil Nadu. They're going to get nothing. Look at the manner in which the BJP is picking up seats for its alliance partners. Chanakya gives 10 seats. I don't know if it is exaggerated, but 3 seats is something almost everybody is giving to the BJP. So the gates in Tamil Nadu also open for the BJP. Let's look at Kerala next, another state from the south. Here again, ETG gives the BJP 1 seat. Other polls are giving it 2 to 3 seats. Average, you can take 2 seats. It's a state where the BJP has never ever had an MP coming in from, and it's opening its account. I also want to show you the state of Odisha. So between Odisha and Bengal and the southern states, there is a story. Let's look at Odisha. BJD 8, projected to get 8, but BJP projected to get 13 in our poll. But look at the other polls. Some even giving 19, 17, 13, 16. And poll of polls, BJP likely to get 15 seats, whereas BJD only 6. So Bengal, Odisha on one side, and the 5 states of the south. Is there a story that Tehseen Poonawalla people are missing? And this is where the Congress made a mistake when it went on and said, South mein saaf, North mein half. Aap kaun se desh mein dekh rahe the?
So if we are not political here, and if these numbers are true, I don't believe Tamil Nadu will get 3 seats. I disagree, sir. But
alliance partners.
Yeah, but BJP won't. Even their president won't win. But let's leave that aside. Look, let's give the Prime Minister credit for one thing, for being an opponent. The BJP didn't exist 15 years ago in Haryana, in Assam, as the force that it was. And in my lifetime, I've seen the BJP governing Haryana twice, Assam twice. I mean, who would have thought 15 years ago? Navika, you wouldn't have thought BJP governing it. And everyone mocked the BJP going to Kerala and Tamil Nadu to say, look, it's not going to win. That man, the way he's campaigned, that's his most trips have been in Odisha, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. You've got to give credit. You lose, you win, that's fine. For BJP, even to get the vote percentage is showing in Tamil Nadu.
Dr. Bulao bhai, Dr. Bulao.
No, look, I want the BJP to lose. But if somebody's done a good performance, you've got to accept it. Yeah, you've got to accept it.
This was not visible to you before yesterday.
I think where the BJP is gaining, they're losing Haryana, they make those gains in West Bengal, Odisha. So you've got to accept that these numbers are correct. What do you do? The best thing is stand up, dust yourself, and be prepared for the next fight. And say, look, this is where the BJP can gain. Odisha was a case where the Congress could win after Telangana. It was.
But I just ask one question to Tehseen. But Tehseen, that's the problem. That if you, somebody who's on the outside is understanding this, why would somebody like Rahul Gandhi want to divide the country, saying that the South is going to have an azadi? This is what Karti Chidambaram and the ilk was saying. So to say this, to push this narrative.
Rahul didn't say that.
No, Karti Chidambaram said that, and they have said India is not a nation. India is a union of states. Every state thinks for itself. So they were alluding to the fact that South is a different entity than the North. What do you think about that?
A point about Congress versus regional parties, if I may.
Sure.
If this is true, Navika, and you have Karnataka where the Congress has a strong state unit, and you have Telangana where they just won, and then you have this spurt of the growth, then the old model that the BJP in a direct contest with the Congress always prevails, whereas regional parties still give a fight back. Then we have to look at that again. If even in those states, and they have, you cannot even, I know they had resource problems in Delhi and so on, but you cannot have a resource problem when you're in control of Hyderabad and Bangalore, right? You will have the funds to put out the polling agents. So that is an important analytical point. If these numbers hold up, we have to examine that. That when it comes to regional parties versus BJP, obviously. But is the Congress not...
It holds true in Odisha and Bengal.
Sanjay Jha,
your point holds true in Bengal and Odisha.
Something not working. I'm coming to you, Harshvardhan Tripathi. Sanjay Jha, my question to you is the Congress even building a strategy for winning elections? Or are they just so focused on Narendra Modi and panning Narendra Modi that they forget to do their own homework? And for everything, the footnote stays if these results of the poll of polls. And I'm taking average numbers so that nobody has any problems. We've taken most of the big polls. If these hold up, the fact is the Congress does not have a strategy of how to defeat Narendra Modi. Getting a motley group of parties together certainly doesn't seem to be working.
And lefties.
Navika, in all fairness, a more appropriate answer will only be there in 48 hours from now. But I want to make a technical point here. And the technical point is, I feel in this election, because you're having more constituencies where there's one candidate from the opposition, India Alliance against the BJP, the margin of victory may not be as substantial as the past because it's not a fragmented vote. And which brings me to a critical point. That end of day in all these polls that you've seen, how many seats are coming within the margin of error? Because it's very possible that there are many seats out there currently in the universe that may switch hands because they fall within the ambit of the margin of error.
Well, those Super 28 seats just coming up on your screen in just a bit. But Anand Ranganathan, simplistic explanation ke margin kam hoga, there is still a chance. Is he trying to clutch at straws?
Yes, wouldn't be for the first time for my dear friend Sanjay. But
a drowning man always clutches at a straw.
ज़्यादा ही कैंडिडेट शो हो गया उस साइड से भाई.
ये क्या कह दिया?
No. I mean, hello. It's not nice Sunday humor.
Amit Shah ji,
Sunday humor? Why is there humor? You're a drowning man. Your life is in danger, and you call it humor?
No, but Navika, one good point. He's walking on footsteps of Vibhuti Jha, and he's walking on footsteps of Shehzad Poonawala. दोनों भाइयों की बात मान रहे.
मैंने बोलने का टाइम ही नहीं मिला, पता नहीं क्या.
आपको नहीं मिला तो बहुत बड़ी.
मैं बस अमित शाह जी ईडी की रेड रुकवाइए तहसीन और संजय पे, ये इस साइड पे आने वाला है. No, but couple of things the opposition completely forgot. This was not a 5-year election duration to fight. This was a 10-year one. The policies that Narendra Modi started, the schemes that started, have now come to fruition after 7, 8, 9, 10 years. All those millions of toilets, tap water connection. Election ka mudda kya tha? You go and ask Rahul Gandhi. Okay, he won't give you an interview, Navika, but he will say what? Mehengai? Inflation is at its lowest for a year. What will he say? Joblessness? 85 million jobs are being created every year. For the last 8 years, from 2014 to 2022. So, mudda kya hai? Corruption. The same Congress party that accuses BJP of anonymous electoral bonds garners 2,000 crores from the same bonds. So they were not able to decide what the issue is. Finally, they thought, let us divide the country into North versus South. I'll tell you, if the story of 2019 was Bengal, and in 2014 the BJP vote share was 4%, they brought it to 40%. The story of 2024 is going to be South and Tamil Nadu, Navika.
Absolutely, South and Tamil Nadu. Let me pick up some more numbers and look at the party-wise strike rate in terms of the number of seats contested and the number of seats projected to win. For the Congress party, the strike rate 64 projected to win 64 seats, and the strike rate is an abysmal 19.5%, which is 20% se niche. That is Shehzad Tehseen and Dr. Sanjay Jha. I want you to look at this number. 19.5% is your strike rate. And if this is the strike rate, pass percentage in some places would be 35, other places 40. You're half of that level. Let's look at the Aam Aadmi Party. Lot of song and dance and fury about the arrest and how constitution and democracy was dying in India. Look at there. They contested 22 seats, projected to win 4, which is an 18% strike rate. And I'm not even talking, they're not present in the rest of the country. They have mainly Punjab and Delhi where they contested. 1 or 2 seats in other places in Gujarat and Haryana maybe. 4 seats they are projected to win, and 18.18% strike rate.
4 seats are at cost of Congress, huh? Yeah. Yes. These 4 seats are at cost of Congress, by the way. Let's be clear.
And all of them are from Punjab, where they were not alliance partners.
One in Delhi.
No, they are not winning anything in Delhi.
As far as our poll goes, they are not winning anything in Delhi. That's what ETG research poll shows. So I don't know. We'll wait.
Navika, Atma ka weight itna hai, kuch bhi ho sakta hai, please.
Okay, let's look at Trinamool Congress, because Tausif Bhai is also here. Let's look at Trinamool Congress. They have contested 47 seats, projected to win about 20 seats. 42.5% is their strike rate, the Trinamool Congress. So amongst these 3 parties, that is what it is. Maybe Samajwadi Party, if we can also pull that figure up, we'll just play that out for a bit. But Tausif Khan, not sounding good for the parties that created the maximum din in the run-up to elections about your worry for the constitution and how dictatorship was going to come to India. People have rejected that argument, that narrative completely if these results hold.
Of course not, Navika. You see, these set of exit poll agencies said in 2016 that BJP is going to form the government. Similarly, in 2021, they only projected that BJP is going to form the government. Yes, they did. The number they gave was 140 to 120. That was the number given in 2021 election by these exit poll agencies.
You are mentioning the wrong numbers.
For West Bengal, yes. No. And they got 212 seats. When the projected seats was 120, when the projected seats were 120, they got 212. So how credible these agencies are?
Only one agency, Chanakya,
there are various YouTube channels. They are also conducting exit polls.
My friend.
And
YouTube channels are
and the story there is completely different.
Achtung!
No, story there is complete. No, I'm not going into YouTube channel. I'm saying I'm talking about Axis.
No,
I'm talking about these
Tripathi
mainstream news channels only.
मामला यहाँ तक आ गया है कि हम YouTube के चैनल्स पर कह रहे हैं डिबेट. अब हम मीडिया जो ऑफिशियल.
They were in the mainstream media before. They haven't come from
1 minute after Harshvardhan.
नविका जी देखिए, दो तीन चीजें मुझे लगता है कि एक तो पहली बात ये कि 2016 में किसी ने भी नहीं कहा था, हो सकता है कि आज सर्वे एजेंसी ने कहा हो, लेकिन कोई ये नहीं कह रहा था कि बीजेपी वहां गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करने जा रही, सरकार बनाने जा रही. अभी उसके बाद के इलेक्शन में जरूर 2021 में जरूर कहा कि बीजेपी बहुत अच्छा करेगी, 100, 110, 120, लेकिन किसी ने भी ये नहीं कहा कि वो ममता बनर्जी की सरकार गिरा देगी. कुछ एक सर्वे ने कहा होगा, लेकिन मैं दूसरी बात कर रहा हूं. अभी हम लोग जो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, बार बार एक फॉल्स नैरेटिव बड़ा स्ट्रांगली उसको लोग आगे पुश कर रहे हैं कि जहां जहां रीजनल पार्टीज है वहां भाजपा कुछ नहीं कर पाती है, कांग्रेस को सीधे सीधे हराती है. उत्तर प्रदेश में समाजवादी पार्टी और बहुजन समाज पार्टी कौन सी पार्टी हैं? ओडिशा में मैं कंप्लीट कर लूं, एक मिनट. बिहार में राष्ट्रीय जनता दल को एक सीट नहीं मिली. राष्ट्रीय जनता दल कौन सी पार्टी है? अभी पश्चिम बंगाल में कांग्रेस खत्म हो गई, बीजेपी 18 लोकसभा सीट जीत लेती है, 77 असेंबली सीट जीत लेती है. कौन सी पार्टी है वो? भारतीय जनता पार्टी पैन इंडिया प्रेजेंस वाली पार्टी बनी है, जो पिछले 30 सालों में कोई पार्टी नहीं कर पाई थी. नेशनल ऑल्टरनेटिव के तौर पर बीजेपी है. इसको एक्सेप्ट करना शुरू कीजिए, तब आपको ये नंबर समझ आने लगेंगे.
बिल्कुल. और नाउ लेट मी गो अक्रॉस टू द डेमोग्राफिक. Who's voting for the BJP? We've done a quick back of the envelope. Let's look at the women vote. Well, NDA gets 53% of the women vote and 40% to the India Alliance. Others get 7%. And this is India Alliance all together where they're fighting together. This is in Rajasthan. And, you've just given up government there. The new government isn't really in position. Look at Madhya Pradesh. 65% of the women vote for the NDA, 26% for the India Alliance. Others get 9%. 65%. And let's look at the average national. I picked up 2 states to give you a sense. NDA overall 45.4%, India Alliance 30.6%.
Karnataka or Telangana where Congress has given women's schemes, so we can get those comparisons.
We'll try and pull those numbers out.
BJP had women's schemes.
We'll try and pull those numbers out, but this is how women...
I want to explain. This is this is why in election trust is very important. Narendra Modi is Rajiv Gandhi, what he did in 1984-85, but without the emotional vote that he got. He is exactly that. Why is that? People are trusting Narendra Modi. People haven't trusted Rahul Gandhi, who said, "हम हर एक गरीब महिला को 1-1 लाख रुपए देंगे." खटाखट. अब ये देखो, 65%. Does it show खटाखट? No, it doesn't. People aren't trusting Rahul Gandhi. Please accept it. For Congress to survive, and we need the opposition in the form of Congress, Rahul Gandhi and his whole tribe has to go.
May I just add to this before they can respond?
Can we just get the data
may I
from
just add to this?
Karnataka?
This is what the M factor should actually mean. In the chakkar of some other M's, the Mahila factor, on which look at one thing that Prime Minister has done. Right from birth of a girl, to the old age. He has made a scheme that caters to every span. Sex ratio बढ़ा बेटी बचाओ से, उसके बाद the शिक्षा policies, the schemes for their scholarship. After that Ujjwala. After that ensuring Armed Forces Commission, Nari Vandan Shakti Adhiniyam, Ujjwala Yojana, Pakka Ghar dena. The ghar is in the name of the woman. So at every stage of life,
and
he has ensured the woman delivers.
Policies, Ayushman Bharat and the 70%
of Prime Minister Modi,
giving insurance to all old people. That also.
Jan Dhan, Mudra, the biggest beneficiaries are women, and this shows that even if you come up with a propaganda narrative, the women of this country are trusting Modi. Modi is either their brother or Modi is somebody like they look at as their father.
Sanjay Jha, what happens to the inflation argument then?
Well, Navika, the truth is, and since we are talking data, inflation is a data, it is the food inflation, let me point that out to you, Anand, is as high as 8% and it hasn't gone down. And that is what hits the common man. Now, there's a point I wish to make, Navika, that one of the reasons now Shehzad was talking about all the schemes that Mr. Modi has put out, and frankly, even the worst critics of the Congress party can't be critical about the guarantees that the party came up with. The reason why the BJP still gains and the Congress doesn't, and I'm putting out what I know happens at the ground level, many people still vote for a party they believe is the front runner, and they might find attractive schemes, but they don't vote for you because they think you're not likely to win. And that is a factor where Mr. Modi's ability to say 370 and 400 and all that, it perhaps percolates down at some point. I call it gaslighting, but it's good propaganda if it works.
Once can be a coincidence, twice can be probably good luck, but third time you're saying it's false propaganda.
Gaslighting.
That doesn't
Navika,
really...
I have a big problem with this. No, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Gaslighting only for women voters. Muslim voters are not... One second. This patronizing and almost, I would say, a sexist attitude that if the women vote for Modi, they are gaslit. And if the Muslims vote without seeing anything, that is a very informed voter. Gaslighting is to basically say that ye
Economic Times ka data, because Sanjay Bagutran said
I wanted to explain what gaslighting is.
क्योंकि normal CPI inflation 4.85% है, तो उसमें से निकाल के food निकालिए, वो ज़्यादा है, वो 8% का, 12.8%
during UPA
2013 में.
That's right.
12.8% food inflation UPA.
And by the way, wholesale price index is in the negative right now. First time.
Well, let me, you saw the Mahila factor and Anurag Bhadoria ji. क्योंकि MY एक इंटरव्यू में अखिलेश जी ने मुझे कहा था MY फैक्टर का मतलब होता है महिला और यूथ फैक्टर. तो महिला फैक्टर तो आपको मैंने ऑल इंडिया दे दिया. अब मैं आपको यूथ फैक्टर भी देना चाहती हूं, तब मैं आपके पास आती हूं. यूथ में अगर गुजरात देखें तो 64% एंड फॉर द एनडीए एंड इंडिया अलायंस 33%, अदर्स 3. Okay, if you don't believe Gujarat, let's look at maybe Himachal Pradesh, where you said Agniveer was a big problem. 62% of the youth are preferring, and this is 18 to 30 years of age is the age group. 62% trust Narendra Modi. India Alliance 36%, others 2%. Now let's look at the overall country average. 46% of the youth trust Narendra Modi. India Alliance less than 34% and others are 20%. 46%. There is a 13% gap between the India Alliance altogether and NDA here. Now, I also want to show you jo pichda rajniti, OBC, the caste. Let's look at the caste factor. Let's bring up those numbers on the screen. Non-Yadav OBCs in UP, 60% trust the NDA, India Alliance 25%, BSP 11%, others 4%. UP में भी यादव जरूर आपके साथ हैं, लेकिन other non-Yadav are all with the NDA. Women in Uttar Pradesh 53% with NDA, 28% with Congress and SAPA, BSP 8%, others 11%. This is in Uttar Pradesh. Non-Yadav OBCs in Bihar, if you see, NDA 53%, India 28%, others 19%. This is what you're getting from UP, Bihar. Kurmis, 65% will believe in Modi, not in Tejasvi and Rahul Gandhi. 24% is their number, 11 to the others. Now, if you see Kushwaha, 62% trust Modi, 27% only go towards
Why India Alliance has only face of Rahul in every graphic? इनसे पूछा है आप अनुराग से पहले ये तो पूछ लीजिए कि राहुल का ही तस्वीर क्यों डाला है इंडी के चेहरे में? अच्छा, ओहो,
secretly Navika is very fond of Rahul.
All India level पे Congress is contesting the maximum number of seats, 328.
How would Mamata feel about it? जरा पूछ लो तो.
No, but Anurag Bhadoria, whether it is the backward class, whether it is women, whether it is youth, if everybody is trusting Modi more than any leader of the India Alliance, is this something that is worrying the Samajwadi Party and other India Alliance partners?
नाविका जी, आपका जो ये डाटा है इसका कोई मतलब नहीं है, एकदम फर्जी है। अब मैं क्यों बता रहा हूं, आपको प्रूफ दे रहा हूं। हम कल टीवी भी देख रहे थे, उसमें ये एक चैनल बता रहा था कि तमिलनाडु में 13 सीटें कांग्रेस जीत रहा है जबकि लड़ रहा है 9 सीटों पे। एक चैनल और देख रहा था, वो कह रहा था कि इसमें हिमाचल में वो एलजेपी उसके पासवान की पार्टी वो लड़के 5 सीटों पे।
उस चैनल पे मुझसे ज्यादा आप जाते हैं, उस चैनल के नंबर आप उनके साथ करेक्ट कर लीजिए। मैं तो अपने नंबरों की ही बात कर सकती हूँ। अनुराग भदौरिया जी, मुझे तो मार्क्स आप मेरे आंसर पेपर पे देंगे ना, कि दूसरों के आंसर पेपर पे आप मुझे मार्क्स देने लगेंगे?
दूसरों के लिए मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ, आप सुन तो लीजिए।
आप सबको इंडिया अलायंस को बहुत मोहब्बत है उस चैनल से।
हरियाणा में, अरे नाविका जी आप परेशान हो गए, मैंने थोड़ा सा बोलना क्या
मुझे नहीं पता, समझने वाले।
मैंने कहा हरियाणा में 10 सीटें, 16-17 सीटें, 16-19 सीटें जिता रहे थे। तो सवाल है, एक राजस्थान में 33 सीटें जिता रहे थे जबकि 29 सीटें। तो
सवाल लौट आइए टाइम्स नाउ ETG रिसर्च सर्वे पर, इस पर जवाब दे दीजिए ना।
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, ये मैं डिफरेंट चैनल के बता रहा हूँ। इसलिए जो आजकल ये नया ट्रेंड चला है कि आपने बोल दिया यूथ 6, अरे क्या ये सब है? आप जमीन पे आके देखिए तो आपको सच्चाई का पता चलेगा। ये अपने ऑफिस में बैठ के डाटा बना लेना और उस पे हम चर्चा भी कर रहे हैं बैठ के कि आपको यूथ में, अरे 4 तारीख का इंतजार कीजिए, आपको एक्चुअल डाटा मिल जाएगा कि कौन किसको कितना वोट मिला है। और हम चर्चा भी ऐसे कर रहे हैं जैसे रिजल्ट आउट
तो फिर आपने 295 का नंबर दे दिया, आपके नंबर सही, हमारे नंबर गलत, ऐसे कैसे चलेगा देश?
अरे नहीं, आप गलत नंबर दे रहे हो, फिर कह रहे हो कि नहीं यही सच है और इस पे हम डिबेट कर लेंगे। कैसे कर लेंगे आप बताइए।
1 मिनट। नहीं, मैं लाइट नोट पे कह रही हूँ, कोई भी चैनल का एग्जिट पोल का जो भी नंबर हो, लेकिन सब पार्टी अपना नंबर, ऑपोजिशन की पार्टी के पास अभी कोई चॉइस ही नहीं है कि वो नंबर उठा लें, लेट्स फेस इट। लेकिन शुरू से ये चुनाव था कि बीजेपी, जहां तक मैं समझी थी कि बीजेपी अपने आप मेजॉरिटी में आएगी कि नहीं आएगी या उसको जरूरत होगी। अब डायरेक्शंस जो एग्जिट पोल दिखा रहे हैं, बीजेपी इज मेकिंग इट ऑन इट्स ओन विद allies very comfortably at this point. Of course, Anurag ji, we have to wait for 4th. We are all waiting. All of us are waiting, but there is and we can find a lot of faults.
Just add a point, because on a more serious note now, look what the BJP has done from 2009 to 24. Bhai Anurag ji, thoda sa please. Navika, I want to make a more important and relevant point.
Okay, make your point.
2009, the BJP was at 7.5 crore voters. Today we are in excess of 24 crore voters. If this goes the way it's going, it will be maybe 25 crore. We have added under Modi ji about 17.5 crore voters. The Congress is stagnating from 11 crore to 11 crore. The remaining parties are decimating. Should we not ask questions about leadership? Parties are not private entities. They are public institutions. We must have the same accountability. Navika, if your channel does not deliver TRPs, your leadership will ask you that why aren't you getting the numbers? You will not get such a free run, right? But here there is a situation where none of the structures have any accountability.
That is where I bring up the debate on the 3 or 4 big things that were picked up. One was picked up that this is becoming a dictatorship where agencies are being used against the opposition, and corruption is happening in the NDA or the BJP, not in other opposition parties. This is targeting. That if Mamta Banerjee is seeing reverses, if Arvind Kejriwal is seeing reverses, if Congress is seeing reverses, does that argument hold true?
Of course it does.
1 minute.
Sorry, that doesn't mean.
And then the second argument was about Mengai Berozgari. If these are the numbers, is that argument laid to rest? And constitution is in danger and Modi is finishing the democracy in this country. Have all of those arguments now been put in the dustbin? Coming to you, Anurag ji, Tehseen first.
Navika, the two things is this argument of constitution in danger, democracy in danger, quite frankly, is expired and passed by its sell-by date. You can keep doing it on TV. No, please allow me to make it. It's great to do it on TV studios.
But the India Alliance.
Can I just make my point? Can I just make my point? I want to make it. Just let me make it. I think when the India Alliance missed the point. Okay. And Sabha, please, I don't interrupt you. Let's do this.
No, sorry.
I can't make my point, and there's no point having.
I'm not at all. I was joking. Relax.
So what happens with the India Alliance is, if you listen to what people want, now you're right, employment, unemployment, price rise was issues. But what happened, and I think Anand made this point very well yesterday, is rather than convincing people, one, you understand the problem, how you will solve the problem. So when given an opportunity, this is how we plan to solve the problem. Rather than that, you just blame that this is the problem, not give a solution. Then comes the trust factor on who will solve the problem. So people accept that there's a problem, and the factors that these results look like, they've trusted the BJP to solve it. So I think where the India Alliance and Congress missed out on, they identified some problems. It got the Prime Minister rattled, so he started going on mutton, machli, magal, but they couldn't give the solution.
And that's the cardinal sin that they made, once again targeting Narendra Modi, and once again it's backfired on them. 1 minute, let me get in.
Please, can I come in here? Sanjay, you see, I think Sanjay blurted it out through hook or by crook that you clutching at straws, and that is what a drowning man does. Tehseen also is not an exception there. They thought they will target Narendra Modi because the public will be given this क्या कहते हैं उसको घुट्टी Mugli Gutti that Modi is corrupt, Modi is a dictator, Modi is doing all the wrong things that they are accusing Modi of doing without realizing that the opposition is also governing 17, 18 odd states where each head of that state is doing even more in terms of dictatorship, in terms of corruption that they are accusing Modi of. ये इनकी समझ में क्यों नहीं आया?
And in Maharashtra, let me also say this. In Maharashtra, where Modi and party were seen as supporting the corrupt, there Ajit Pawar is not doing well.
But you are
Ajit Pawar is not doing well, and therefore it's also hurting the NDA Harshvardhan Tripathi ji. तो ये बहुत clear है.
देखिए नविका जी, दो बातें लोगों को बहुत ध्यान में आनी चाहिए. पहली बात तो ये कि राहुल गांधी के पास, उनकी टीम के पास कोई विजन नहीं है. न्याय 72,000 पर पहले कर रहे थे, अब 1 लाख खटाखट दे रहे हैं. यही है, अगली बार हारेंगे तो नेक्स्ट असेंबली इलेक्शन में 1.5 लाख हो जाएगा. यानी कोई विजन नहीं. दूसरा, फर्स्ट टाइम ये इंडियन पॉलिटिकल हिस्ट्री में हो रहा है कि किसके ऊपर आरोप है? करप्शन के आरोप विपक्ष पर लग रहे हैं. हमेशा अपोजिशन जो गवर्नमेंट में होता है, जो पावर में होता है, उसके खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ते हैं. और आप देख लीजिए, जो लोग कहते हैं ना कि 77 का इलेक्शन, जो लोग कहते हैं उसके पहले का इलेक्शन, हर वक्त वीपी सिंह का इलेक्शन, जो बोफोर्स का, हर बार सरकार के ऊपर आरोप लगे. ये पहला चुनाव है जिसमें पूरा अपोजिशन, पूरी अपोजिशन लीडरशिप वो करप्शन के बहुत सीरियस चार्जेस में है और जेल में भी जा रही है. तो जनता ये भी देख रही है.
Jadeja wants to rebut this, and in the meantime, I'm also putting out the Super 28, the seats that are closely contested, and these 28 seats, one way or another, if they shift, things could change. Look at those seats closely, but Sanjay Jha, respond.
नहीं, सबसे पहले तो I want to make a point here that the electoral bond, irrespective, I would love to see whether it made an impact or not. Clearly it didn't, but I have to call it as the biggest scam since 1947, and it was against the government on criminality, corruption and crony capitalism.
But you were in it. You were in it.
Yeah, fair enough. No.
You were in it.
No, we were not having the investigating agencies.
You were in it. 2,000 crores went to you.
We We did not have the investigating agencies. No quid pro quo. No quid pro quo. But Navika, Navika, just one point.
Agencies, nor you had
Okay, all right. One more point. What's your point?
My point is, you mentioned that is democracy in danger? Is the constitution under threat? Has it become irrelevant? My simple answer to you will be, even if the exit poll holds and the opposition India Alliance gets only 150 seats, there are 150 elected MPs representing people who do say that India's democracy is
Sure. So,
One second. No, I insist.
1 minute.
I insist
One
before
minute,
Anand.
one at a
I
time.
insist before Anand. I insist, Anand. This time I take
Okay, we have a minute on this.
I insist to say that, this moral victory can be found when Jan Samarthan is not coming, you find moral victory. Today, the question should be that after 10 years, nowhere in the history of the world are you seeing that the 10th year ke baad, the mandate is even bigger than the previous mandate.
Absolutely.
Instead of focusing on what's going wrong in your duty as an opposition, you are saying we've got 120 seats.
I just want to make one point, Navika. You also said about ED and all. Of course, the ED is only after opposition figures. Show me the ED case against the BJP. That's a factual thing. I just want to correct that.
Supreme Court is open there and it has said ED is not doing any of that. Supreme Court electoral bond pe cheek, Chandigarh mein cheek.
Data dekh lo yaar. Sab parties.
Madam, data pe ye 2014 se pehle
Let me now pull out the numbers. The strike rate for Samajwadi Party, and the strike rate is 16.17%. अनुराग भदौरिया जी, इस स्ट्राइक रेट से तो दिक्कत है ना, कैसे जीतेंगे चुनाव?
कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आपको दिक्कत है चूंकि बीजेपी का एग्जिट पोल है। आप देखेंगे जब 4 तारीख को तो आपको जनता का वोट आपको दिखाई देगा और समाजवादी पार्टी की सीट दिखाई देगी। अब समाजवादी पार्टी जीत रही है और समाजवादी पार्टी मुद्दों पे जीत रही है, और जो जनता के मुद्दे उस पे समाजवादी ने चुनाव लड़ा है, इसलिए समाजवादी उत्तर प्रदेश में जीत रही है। और आपको 4 तारीख को इसका एहसास हो जाएगा। हो सकता है 2 दिन के लिए आपको अच्छा लग रहा हो, स्क्रीन पे भी अच्छा लग रहा हो, सुनने में भी अच्छा लग रहा हो।
चलिए तो वादा कीजिए 4 तारीख को आप आएंगे जरूर, और फिर मैं आपकी चिंता करूंगी या आप मेरी चिंता करेंगे, हम दोनों तय कर लेंगे। आनंद रंगनाथ,
Congress and the SP are like the blind and the deaf going to watch the sound and sight show.
मन में ही सब लाइट एंड साउंड मन में ही है इनके।
I only want to say, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the numbers, you've seen the direction of all the polls. I'm not saying anything different from what others are saying unless all of us are reading the direction of the winds that are blowing. And only the India Alliance parties understand it better than us. Well, can be true, I don't know. But at the moment, I'm finding it extremely strange that in this scorching heat and Delhi summer, where there is a water crisis in the capital city of the country, the chief minister is on his way to jails. We're talking about drowning and clutching at straws. भैया पानी नहीं है, ड्राउन कहाँ हो रहे हैं ये तो बता दीजिए। We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with numbers. We'll be back with more news because our programming of non-stop 100 hours coverage continues in the run-up to the final result day on the 4th of June. Don't miss your ringside view of the election news headquarters at Times Now.